Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason, and this is Art of Creation Homestead. I'm out here on this windy but warm Southwest Ohio fall day, almost mid-October now, and so it's a little windy. So bear with me on some of the wind in the camera. It's gonna hear it some like right now, but we're out here going to do our devotional today. I want to thank you guys so much for faithfully tuning in, listening, and watching and listening to these things. Hopefully the Lord blesses you and ministers to your heart as He does mine in the middle of these. Because I want to let you guys know that when I do these, it's not just for your benefit, it's for mine as well. Oftentimes this is what God's talking to me about, or something He showed me. Okay, so get into this thing. All right, Mark, the book of Mark, often overlooked in the Gospels. I know I overlook it sometimes, but book of Mark, chapter 11, verse 15 through 17 today. Okay, this text, okay, by the way, Jesus was heading towards His destiny. Okay, let's just face it. This is towards the start of Passion Week, in Jesus' life, that is. Where he was on his way to being crucified. Okay, so it happened early in the week. This scenario happens early in the week, and oftentimes it is used. This text is misused, in my opinion. Okay, so let's get into it. So Mark chapter 11, verse 15, it says, on reaching Jerusalem, Jesus entered the temple area and began driving out those who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves, and would not allow anyone to carry merchandise through the temple courts. And as He taught them, He said, is it not written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have made it a den of robbers. Oftentimes, people want to use this text, in my opinion, as a way to justify their actions, because they see a wrong, they see somebody doing something wrong, and they go over the top mad. All right, so well, Jesus overturned the tables. Yeah, He did. Jesus is also perfect. but this has nothing to do, in my opinion, with, well, necessarily, of those who are doing something wrong. Some people, though, they like to talk about, because I've talked about being a peacemaker last week, correct? Because it's a big deal for us right now, is we should be making peace, not causing trouble. But people want to say, well, but Jesus overturned the tables. You're right, He did. And some people want to say, well, I'm righteously indignant. I used to know a guy who wanted to say he was righteously indignant when he just wanted to be a jerk. Just being honest with you. That was his excuse for being a jerk. We're not called to be that way. But Jesus overturned the tables, right? Yeah, He did. You're right. Let's clarify what was actually going on. Okay, so yes, Jesus did go in, overturn the tables of the money changers. Okay, so the money changers, this whole area, let's clarify what's going on in this area. This area was a pay-to-play area. Okay, why was there money changers? Okay, money changers were there because the temple tax and some other payments that were there had to be done in local currency or in specific currencies. Okay, if you were coming from another area, another region, another nation by chance, you had to go in there, take your currency, change it with the money changers to get into the currency that the temple would accept for the tax. Okay, so it was costing you to go. It was costing you to pay their tax. And also, and those selling doves. Okay, doves and sparrows. Okay, like I've talked about the sparrows before, the living sacrifice, and how the sparrow was used for the sacrifice. But sparrows and doves were the cheap sacrifice. The poor people who didn't have livestock, okay, they had to go in, and they were being exploited because they had to go in and buy the sparrows and doves to make their offering. So again, it was a pay-to-play game. this whole scenario was religion for profit. And Jesus was about to change things. He had to turn the tables. So people would also say that they said that he wouldn't let people carry merchandise through there. It's believed that people were using the temple area, the temple courts, as a shortcut to go from the city to the country, city to Mount of Olives and things like that. So they were just walking through there because it's shorter. They're just kind of using it for whatever, but it was supposed to be a holy place. Jesus was about to turn the tables. Things are about to change. That is what was really going on, is that Jesus knew at the end of this week, so by the end of this week, things would change. He was about to do something that would change the course of history, and that would change how things were done. No longer would it be, or shall I say, should it be, a pay-to-play game. That's what they did. That's what was going on, is that it was a pay-to-play game, and Jesus said, not anymore. Sometimes people still feel like it's a pay-to-play game, that it's religion for profit. Sometimes people still exploit that in the church. Jesus was about to change things. It was uncomfortable. People felt like they were in disarray. You see this guy up here turning stuff over, not letting you walk through. First of all, how much power did he really have? Did this dude sit in there and stood right there, turned everything over, told people to stop at the edge of the temple court, you can't come through here. He shut down everything. One man, mind you. Yes, he was God, but he was also man. So one man had so much power and authority that he was able to stop everybody in their tracks and change what they were doing immediately. That guy, this man's name was Jesus. It was Jesus. Had the ability to change the atmosphere, to change the way business was being done, to change how people operated. It was strange. It was uncomfortable. People felt like they may have been in disarray for a few minutes. But he changed things. And if Jesus changes things, then it's for God's glory and your benefit. And sometimes in our life, things are changing. Sometimes in our life, we may feel like we don't understand what's going on. We might feel like we're in disarray. We might feel like this change is uncomfortable. Things are making me uncomfortable. I don't like that. I don't like how things have changed. I don't like how things have changed. I don't like how I've seen things change. But what it has done is make me more aware of myself, make me more aware of what I need to be doing, make me more aware of serving God. It's made me more aware of the evil that is influencing the people inside of our world, the people inside of the church, the people who have united themselves with the church. It's made me realize how the church has went the wrong way, how the church has gotten into politics too much. I'm gonna be honest about that one. The church is into politics too much. Jesus is trying to change things. And if he changes things, then yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's not fun in the middle of it. Maybe you can find some joy in knowing that, hey, it's going somewhere, that God's doing something, and that's a lot of fun to me. Okay? But he's changing things. He's turned the tables. No longer is it going to be what we're used to it being. That's what was going on when he overturned these tables. That's what's going on when He's turned the tables in our lives currently. He's changing things. And if He changes things, then they'll get better. It's for His glory. It's for your benefit. It's for the ultimate purpose of His will. So, when you feel like you're in disarray, when you feel like things have changed too much, when you're not sure what's going on around you, slow down. Seek God. Ask Him for guidance. Ask Him for understanding. Ask Him for wisdom. You know, hey, for strength, for peace, for all these things. Slow down, seek God and say, God, what are you doing? It's okay to ask God, what are you doing? Some people say, don't question God. No, it's okay to ask God what you're doing. Hey, hey God, what are you doing? I don't understand. I know it's you, but I don't understand what's going on. I know it's you and it's good, but I don't know what's going on. I know it's going to be okay, but I don't know what's going on. I need some help. It's okay. It's okay to ask God these things. Because if you don't ask questions, you don't get answers. You know, if you don't ask questions, you don't get answers. So, it's okay to ask God what's going on. But just know it's good. Just know it's for His glory. It's for your benefit. Okay? But God's going to change things. He's turned the tables in your life. Alright? So hey, thank you guys for watching. If you have a prayer request, comments, anything like that, please leave them below. Praise reports. We'd love to hear from you. Alright? My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. I love you guys. God bless you. Goodbye.